Howdy folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today for a short little stream of some Hollow Knight. Nothing much today. It'll probably be like hour and a half or so. Sleep is still wonky, but I really wanted to play some Hollow Knight. I would feel very sad if I did not, so we're doing it. Trying to remember where we left off. A 2-day break even, can be a little bit for this. I think we had just come across the big ol' city, but, you know, I think rather than exploring that city more right now, I wanna go revisit, like, Dirtmouth. Oh, actually, Lumafly Lantern, that's something we should get. We've got enough money for it. But yeah, I wanna, rather than, like, pushing into new areas today, I want to go sort of clean up, go back places we've already been, because now that we've got this awesome jump, that seems like a fantastic idea. There's the lantern. Howdy, Robert. Welcome in. How's it going? Saw you said that you worked on a level pack. Fun. What's the concept for that level pack, if I may ask? I did not know. So, I'll check after stream and see what that progress is then. Hey, howdy quote, how's it going? Oh, that temple has received a new marker. So yeah, this is just gonna be sort of a much shorter stream than normal today, but instead of going and checking out that city more, I think we're just going to sort of re-explore some of the areas we've already been to with our new fantastic ability to jump around, which I'm very excited for. Speaking of Baba level packs, again, I still haven't figured out virtual machines on it, but it is something I'm looking at. I'm not rushing to do it though. Okay, so this got a brand spanking new marker, but it doesn't actually seem to mean anything terribly much. Gotcha. Oh, we do. We've got a little light now. Exciting. And it's so nice to actually be able to, like, kill things slightly faster than we started out being able to do. Waha! I figured. Kappa face normally means less serious, but I still like to answer in good faith. Okay, this looks like something we can jump to, but why? For what reason? Set a new language for Babas you into the Baba channel. It's a text file, so when you say a new language for it, I'm concerned. Howdy Pug, how's it going? Welcome in. We're just sort of re-exploring some of the places we have been. Good? Huzzah! Yay. Always better than the alternative. Impossible to make a malicious Baba level, but that's part of what I need to look at. The thing is, you can, as long as you're installing files, you can make it malicious. It may not be a Baba level pack, but trying to confirm that it is a Baba level pack, right? Some horrible things in Baba Zoo, I'm afraid. I don't know what you mean by a Baba language. Is it something that changes how the, like, text blocks look, or what is it? Boom, boom, boom. We can say hi to Mila. Mylar. This is hard work, but I don't mind. Down here I can keep working without even sleeping. It's fun. And every once in a while you come to visit me. I'm glad. Haha. I'm glad you like the sound of my voice. Mood. This is hard work, but I don't mind. Down here I can keep working without... Okay. So nothing new there. Text file you can put into language... Understood, but what does that do? Is is it like localization, so all of the menus will appear that way, or what's up with it? Okay, so this is still locked off, so haven't found what we need for that yet. Making in the image set in the Baba Zoo channel, alright. And yeah, I will absolutely take a look at more of that stuff after stream. Changes some text. Just I will look at what it does more, and I'll decide whether or not I can use it next time we stream Baba. If I can even tell what I'm looking at, gotcha. It's just a zip file, the worst it can do is fill up your entire RAM and halt your machine. No? A zip file can contain pretty much anything. At least, best of my knowledge, you can zip just about any file. It doesn't mean that it could have some sort of auto-execute and whatnot. Ah! Text on the menus, okay. I don't know, because we've seen that I'm already pretty terrible at navigating the menus. That may cause some issues. We will see. I know they've locked down a lot of auto-run options, but I also know that a lot does not mean all. Ah. So this gate was in the dark? Would you? I've messed around with doing some auto-run stuff, and that is fair. Extracting it would probably not immediately trigger it, but there are a lot of things that could be done to get one to run the stuff. Crystal Peak. Okay, so this is a whole new area. But that is something I was trying to look at and see if there was any information on how locked down Baba was, but I cannot find a whole lot on that. Because if it was something where it had somehow been managed to... I could, but when it's a modded thing, I don't understand what they all mean, right? So, that is not a responsible way for me to do that. Okay, so this guy is shielded on the back, but not on the front. Interesting. Like, I could kind of do that when it was just level packs, but... Or I'm not that invested in Baba, and that would not be a good use of my time to learn Baba modding. And even so, there's a lot of things that can be done with code that I would have to be relearning that every time just to download a level pack. In Baba's View, any type of file editing that can be done in Baba is completely localized in the Baba directory. It's impossible to do out of it. I trust you. I still would love to see some actual, like, proper information on that. Level pack doesn't mod the game in any way? Then yeah, that is a much more likely thing, because I can look at those files and grok them. Ooh, so that flips, okay. I had to basically put a temporary hiatus on everything just on the basis of I could not keep deciding to download level packs midstream without... Oh my god. That's terrifying. Then that is a lot more likely to be doable. How in the world can we like jump and get that guy? Ah! Oh, that's not spikes. I thought there was spikes on the floor for some reason. Okay. So it can produce spikes, but intriguing. Looking at the level pack you're currently working on, it already has like 4 Lua scripts. Johan is very late, yes. Johan was startled to wake up to a notification that an old friend I had not spoken to in, like, 2 years had gotten married. Share level packs in the Baba's Y Discord and never hurt anyone, as far as you're aware. And I'm glad of that. I have not been able to wrap my head around making that decision yet. By and large, I think they are probably fine. It was more, I was realizing that I am not someone who is comfortable downloading a lot of stuff willy-nilly. I read the EULA, I read the terms of service before installing things. So it's something where I was realizing I am I am compromising my own comfort zone by downloading God knows what code on stream. Just also, sorry. Oh god, maybe I should pay more attention to the actual Hollow Knight. You do download stuff willy-nilly? Yeah. And Robert, the concept of if the level packs could give you a virus, everyone would already know, I think that's not correct, right? Because a lot of these packs are ones that aren't... If it's one that is a well-reputed one, where a lot of people have downloaded it, I don't have to download it on stream. Yeah, and that's... I'm still figuring out what my comfort zone with it is going to be. I kind of need to back off for a little bit. But yeah, trying to vet them off stream and go, hey, I've figured out that I can do these. Robert, I've already talked, I will try and figure out doing some virtualization. I have some things. We don't gotta worry too much about it. It will happen when it happens. So, Carsey, what are you saying about the universe not being right? Also... Did I see your last message? Bug. Current pack ID is called, fourth, as in the fourth wall. Wonder how cursed that's gonna be? So, meta in a very meta way. Intriguing. No, I had not seen that. That seems... I'm very curious. But also the type of stuff that would make me intrinsically scared to download. But we'll take a look at it as it comes. Figured out how to do stuff? Damn it. Well, yeah, no, and that's... Because the thing is, fundamentally, I, by and large, trust the folks that are in chat to be good. But... You know, it's also, if new people join and go, oh hey, can you check that out? You know, it feels a lot harder, at least for me, because one of the things I need to learn is how to say no. It feels harder to say no if I'm already just sort of like doing that, right? Level pack is called Kiki is Me. Guess what it's going to be? Baba is you, but Kiki based. Like a word scramble puzzle with a randomly generated word. Oh no. You're developing word scramble roguelike? Rohan gives a level pack with mods? Certainly not. Demonstrably untrustworthy. Oh, and okay, we can hit the crystals to break them early. Ooh. Me, oh, we're not going to explore new areas, we're just going to revisit some of the old ones. Well... I mean, unfortunately, or fortunately, the old areas contain new ones, so huzzah! We're finding so much. Where is my shade? Oh, it's past this bugger. I guess they're all buggers, aren't they? Ah! I don't like directional shielding. It's going to be a main game, but from alternate universe. Ah. The goober. Hello, goober. I was trying to... Brain was like, oh, like gubernatorial. Not at all what you meant, but... Hello, governor. Those were spikes. So I always think they're spikes, and then the one time it is spikes, I don't worry about it. Ugh! No, 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 no. I don't know if I'll do 100% of any level pack. I mean, I'm not going to make commitments that I do not know whether or not I will keep. Truly the Johan moment of all time. Go to a Hemipoli stream and ask him measures he's taken to prevent level packs from being malicious? Maybe, but social anxiety. But that is a genuine possibility, is... Basically, I simply want to know, like, the, yeah. From a source that I consider expert on it, that would be fantastic. But levels have multiple changes. Dear Lord. Yeah, I do not know if I would. That's... I think I'm kind of done with doing, like, necessarily 100%ing packs. Like, there are some, like Word Scramble, where doing little bit by little bit, having lots of fun with, but do not know if I will... Oh, that's going to be hard to get back from. Did I just make a mistake with that? Yes, Hollow Knight, welcome in, Silver Fillet. Silver Fillet, there we go. We're just noodling around a little bit today. Going to be on the whole shorter stream, but I don't even know where we are, so we went to the right. Again, I don't know, Robert. We will see when we get there. Nar Hollow Knight, it's Nalo Height, of course. Arbitrary code execution if you manually drag a Lua file into it. Cursed are those who turn against the king. Okay. You've looked at how the game codes stuff. Lua is already very limited, so it's basically impossible to malicious. As much as you know, so don't take your complete word for it. Seems some folks do crazy stuff in Lua. Well, I was trying to look at Lua, and I couldn't see anything that indicated to me it was locked down. It seemed like there were a number of options, but... Oh, this is like... This is a very... So it's got a gate kind of like above. That's intriguing. Yeah, no, and that's, slot for some kind of pass. Okay. If I trap myself down here, I will be very, very sad. As getting things to interact with an already existing structure absolutely can be a tough thing, right? So I can see it seeming limited in the context of Baba, but it's also like if it's looking for files to execute, and I don't know if Baba's you executing a script could then also, you know, force it to execute another script, chain it, right? Limited Baba because Lua lets you blacklist functions it can run. Ah. So then perhaps there have been some precautions taken. Okay, this is another temple. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher in her archive surrounded by fog and mist. Lurian the watcher in his spire looking over the city. Hera the beast in her den amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, Hollownest lasts eternal. Mr. Beast, of course. Okay. So, I haven't found anything that the Monomon thing reminds me of, but Lurian, that's probably down in the city, and then Hera might be the hunter that we found that we're doing the journal from. General Lua can be used to do anything any programming language does. Makes sense. That's kind of the vibe I was getting from it. Dreamer locations added to the map. Oh. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to this sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals, by the vessel or by that captive light. Would the seals break, they cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens, that plague springs anew, they must be undone. Yet still our seals remain, our duty holds. It must be cast away, our duty holds, it shall be done. Fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. Okay. What the heck happened there? Okay. Okay. So we're limited there. Do we just have to wait? Okay. Oh! Oh! So we do just have to wait. Okay. I've already tried checking map, Robert. Oh my god. You did one of the greatest single comedic things you've ever done? What was it, Noba? Also, welcome in. Do, 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 do. There we go. Ooh, actually, sorry, one moment. You know, sent something in general. Okay. Sorry. Important message from a friend. Oh, it's about stream, doesn't know I'm streaming. Well, it's got the notif. For the theater thing we had to do, you know how you played the hit character, the IRS? But not only that, the class before that, you managed to make a little badge that said the IRS stealing your taxes since 1991 and wore it on stage. Best joke you've done. That's fantastic. Oh, that's so good. Just slipping it in. Amazing costuming. Good job, Nobo. I'm still so concerned why the IRS is being played, but that's amazing. If you want to send a picture of that in Discord, or I feel like that definitely qualifies under the art channel. What in the world are we at? You know, also, actually, you know, Uno might not want to pop in because it is Hollow Knight, which, I know they're kind of trying to avoid spoilers on. What a terrible fate they visited upon you. Showed it to your partner before that, and he was like, you have got to wear that, and got a pin attached it to your shirt. Nice! Life is a dream, life is a dream. What a terrible fate they visited upon you. They cast you away into the space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? Oh. Okay. Have I acquired the dream nail? Hold D to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking. Okay. Says the Spanish equivalent, hacienda, but wrongly spelled. Okay. So, yes, Johan is stream. Howdy, Alyssa. How's it going? Okay, we found a moth. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Yes. Not the Master Sword. Ah, you've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit, that sacred blade has dulled over time. Together, perhaps, we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence, the precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out into the world, Wielder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return to me. I will teach you more. Is that what the statues are for? Do we finally know? Ooh! So it's slow, but yo, okay. We're just getting so much new stuff, and I don't know. Is that Hatsune Miku? Where? Anyways, you were saying, the mechanism your game uses to load custom levels is, if you drag a Lua file into its window, it just executes it. So you could write any program in Lua and claim it's a level, and the game would run it when you tried loading it. Yeah! Haven't implemented any security measures because it's a demo in which you're not meant to load custom. The ability to make custom levels for it is completely undocumented. Yeah, which is fair, and like, you don't always have to lock stuff down, and you can find ways to trust it, but at least for now, I need to figure out a better system. Oh, it's these things we've been coming across. Oh, they looked like something you should be able to interact with. I had no clue. Okay. Oh, this is a game you have to go back and forth through over and over again, isn't it? I still don't have a map for this area, Robert. You have so far edited around 30 minutes from the 2-hour recording. Have like an hour and 50 minutes left. Hey, you're chipping away at it. I applaud. Well, we will look at it in a bit, Robert. I'm currently exploring the world that's right before me. Wahaha. So much essence. Yeah. PH, yeah? I'm not sure how to read that one. You ate too much cheese? Well, I did my part, Alyssa. I ate the cheese in the trap. It's not my fault that you had more. Another Baba stream, Robert managed to join in before the real Uno. Oh dear. 3 cheese pizzas? That is, I feel like the operative thing there is the pizza more than the cheese. Okay, we've got the, like, leavings of a map. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop into our store in Dartmouth and purchase a map of this area, available now for an excellent price. Okay. Well, the cheese in the trap was good cheese. Ah, I see. Oh, so Robert has become the real Uno by virtue of being there first? That's pretty fantastic. I also can't do anything malicious if you never drag a Lua file into it, which no one would know it's possible if I don't specifically tell them, so it's fine. Or if they look into the source code, yeah. Clearly means that now Robert in that stream is the canon Uno, and the real Uno is the fake one. Bertror. And why Bertror? Oh, because Robert, I see. I feel like Bertror the Mind Eater would actually be a pretty fantastic, like, high fantasy name. Yep. Took me a little bit. The lore expands. Okay, so have I trapped myself like a very dumb animal? Or can I dream nail my way out? If you would have to hide a body, how would you do it? Starts taking notes. Plot for some sort of pass. Johann lore. Hey. How would I hide a body? I mean, I think my answer in the first place is simply do not. Or simply do not, take body, or murder. Because hiding a body is actually quite difficult. Because people know they go missing and they look in the area. Lots of people try and, like, hack them up and, like, use the pieces, but... Ooh, okay. Change your name to Uno Poconobo Gamer? Please, no. Also, Carsey, you never answered what you thought was wrong with the universe today. I might have missed it. But I'm very curious. Cut, eat, poop, burn, drown in that order? Yeah, but... I don't know. It's still, very free. Oh, you said you're not hungry. Oh, I'm very sorry, I missed that. If you're not hungry, yeah, that is, like, have you actually eaten your fill? That's concerning. Zero. Stop there. Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dreams I would cut that plague with my nails. Then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, Wanderer? Will you flee, or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? I guess to get out of here I need to, right? Oh god. Okay, what if no? At least for now. End of YouTube. The end of YouTube shorts taught you bread. Bread was at the end of YouTube shorts. Bread is usually a good way to fill up. Don't look at your source code on your game quote. I mean, fair. That's, at some point, I would love to do a coding stream at some point, and I think it would be fantastic to look at some of my really old, horrendous code. You sleep? Alright. It was good seeing you for a bit. Oh, one thing to dream of, Carsey, is I did start doing a little bit of Perfect Tower, and I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. So, yeah, I'm not seeing any ways out, so I think we will... Why am I afraid? Because it's got a lot of, like, finicky inventory management stuff, which is not my jam, so we will see. I think we have to challenge him. I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, but we'll try it. Well, yeah, doing the factory, trying to, like, make all of the machines and crafting is not my jam, but... Learn Lua, it's one of your favorite programming languages? What are the strengths of Lua? Why is Lua a good one? Gets auto-crafting? Good. Well then, I might not have to be as afraid. And can code it to do that? Okay. Or will you flee, or wait? I guess I have to raise my weapon. This feels terrible. Like the type of person to like sorting things but never has the energy to actually do it? Well, it really depends on the type of, okay. I need to be more careful. It really depends on the type of sorting. I enjoy sorting... Like, I will sort my magic collection in books all day long. But when it comes to, like, systems in games, I don't know, I need to learn to use my dash. Oh god. No, 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 no. But you found out about 80 hours without auto? Well, yeah, I've done the, like, autofill crafting recipes, but I don't want to bother learning, like, how to make all of the machines. Johan might be lose. Has bad, like, file... Okay, wait, no. We're focused on the fight. Oh god. Not focused enough, apparently. Johan is lose. Okay. Super simple, it can be embedded into basically anything. It's the fastest interpreted language out there. Okay, so... those are some good selling points. Though it has its bad, like arrays start at 1 and not 0 for some reason. Why not 0 index arrays? Awful, terrible, evil. Dashed right into death? That's me. Machines stop being a problem later on? Okay, then at some point I'll find time to invest mentally in that. But yeah, so like, I do play Genshin Impact a bit. I don't actually do a lot of the stuff on my account because dealing with figuring out all the resources I need drives me absolutely batty. I'm very fortunate I have some friends that help me out with that. I enjoy sorting things, but I don't enjoy having to figure out what I need to sort as much. Gives free machines sometimes. Ooh. Give you some good selling points. Anti-aging, infinity monies, infinity healthy. For learning Lua? Ooh. One objectively makes more sense than 0 though? Yes, but I'm a grumpy old man who learned it as 0 indexing, so I like 0 indexing now. I don't think I said baddie, but... maybe? 80% of your machines are tier 10 because of something at military 4? Okay. Oh, you did get me. This is true. You can have your soundbite, Uno. Or not Uno, Nobo. I'm sorry. Apparently it was so out of character, it screwed up my brain. I do know what military is. I think I'm on military too. Love gathering things. Like, you love games where you have tons of collections to 100% the game. Like having to go an entire quest for 1 out of 1,000 pieces of paper. Love Genshin, love the Paper Mario games. Well, yes, I don't mind those things as much, but it's like learning, trying to figure out, oh, okay, so like, this material can be gained on this day of the week at this location, and, oh, this is how many that you have to do to, like, craft together to, like, make this higher tier item. It's, I don't know, that's not what I love. Of course, you're so used to indexing that constantly messes you up when you're coding in Lua. Yup. We need adaptations. This was my problem with Python, was people are like, oh, it's great, you don't have to use curly braces and semicolons. I like my curly braces and semicolons. They help me figure out where things go, and I keep accidentally typing them. Lua in Python. So, I mean, I think we have to challenge him to get out of here. So let's go for it. Very grindy, love grinding and stuff, spending a lot of time to achieve one goal. Yeah, that's... don't have a life. That's... Even when I don't have a life, it's just for some reason that it feels like too much investment from me. I'm happy to get super invested in like a story and a world, but not for... I don't know, not for like in-depth mechanics. Don't intrigue me as much. Going to sleep for now? Alright. Good night, Carsey. Ah! Whoops. Do anything to level up Sucrose? That's valid. I'm willing to do a lot for Sucrose, and Hu Tao. I don't have Sucrose, but I would love to get her at some point. What? I need to work on leveling up catching. Craft up to T5 machines and maybe T6, but no higher? Yay. Okay. Still a lot, though. Did he just say Sacre Blue? Whoa. No, he's just saying Sa. Hoga. Hogan. One of the things you love in both Lua and Python is you don't have to type braces and semicolons. No, but those are good. I love them. Give them to me. Also, who is this man? So he's some sort of dream spirit guarding the exit to this place. But what does that even mean? Oh, he's starting to shoot through the floor now. No more hiding. I did see the exotic skill about removing machines and did not understand it. Dash away, dash away, dash away, all. Okay. This man 100% has a second phase. Uh-oh. Okoban. Sokoban? Wait. Oh, okay, there's phase 2. Oh god. Oh, there's so many more nails now. I feel like I'm getting hammered. But crash. Can I heal? Or is he going to stab me? Oh, it doesn't use significant white space though, instead it has the N keyword? Okay, that's somewhat nicer. Okay, so you upgrade the machines you've already built, rather than building new full ones from scratch. Gotcha. Ow! Rude, rude, rude. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Binoglyph, the official Hollow Knight language. Ah. Is there only one official language? It really sounded to me like there were several. But is it called Binoglyph? Because I'm very intrigued by the linguistics of this game. Oh, hey. There's one language but multiple dialects. Ah, that explains the differences. Alright, good night, Carsey. Mark 3. Ooh! We did it! Only 2 faces! Thank God! Okay. Actually gotta play the perfect tower? Alright. Thanks for popping in, Nobo. I'm glad that you pulled off absolute shenaniganery. Get some good rest knowing that you have done comedy a great service. Ah, I can see now. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor, simply call me a fool. Bye. Said long live redacted when you beat him. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I will be watching. Okay. Thanks, bro. Oh hey, I already have enough essence to level up the Dream Nail. Somehow. Okay. Where... Ooh, does this let me go through the stag station now? Yeah, okay, thanks, bro. No, I cannot. Wait, am I just... There's gotta be a way out. We'll explore around a bit more, I guess. You never write for loops in Lua correctly, though, because the syntax is kind of close to Python, but not quite the same, so you keep writing them as if writing Python. Yep. That's I feel that. Love when you're used to doing things one way, and then they're only slightly different, which is way harder than just learning something new from scratch. First are those who turn against the king. Okay. So... there's going to be a king of Hollowness. So, my god, we've had just so much dumped on us, and I have not processed, like, any of it. Snakes or no snakes? I like snakes. I've got a little cute, Danger Noodle sticker on my thing. On my Chromebook. So, the dreamers lay sleeping. So, with this, I was thinking, Lurien, I'm guessing, is in the city, and Hera is probably the hunter. And I wonder if they're the seals that we're going to have to break? I was kind of expecting to be listed there. Florida's swamp puppies are the cutest? I don't know a whole lot of varieties of snakes, but I generally feel like most things in Florida are out to kill you. I think Florida is essentially the Australia of the US, so I have some mild concerns. Okay. Ooh. Ah. A little hidey hole. Or the swamp puppies don't kill you, they run away like little scaredy cats? Aw. So a spirit animal. Dream shield. What does that do? I have no earthly idea. I'm just finding lots of terrifying things. I'm just a little hollow knight, bopping along, doing my best. Making my way downtown, moving fast. I'm now shielded from dreams? Oh, again, just like me in real life. It's been a while since I remember having dreams. Well, I guess I do have them on occasion, but... Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me look at the dream nail. You've already collected 100 essence. Quick work. Things come naturally to you, don't they? No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them, or perhaps being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me and return when you've collected 200 essence. Ah, there's the seal. Okay. When you dream, it's just a PNG of a spinning breadstick. I love that it's a PNG of a spinning breadstick. So, right, this stag station is closed, but there's another one over there. I should make some actual breadsticks. I feel very proud of my very talented diagram of me apparating a breadstick for you, but... I should actually make some real ones. Brain doesn't have the capacity of a 3D model. Maybe in the new update. That's valid. 3D modeling hard. I also do not have that. That's even 2D modeling I sometimes struggle with. Python, you do for I in my list. In Lua, you have to do for blank v in pairs my list, do. And every single time you forget about the pairs function, yeah, I can see why. Why pairs? Also, I hate do at the end. Do while. Slot for some kind of pass. Wait, was that not what I just received? Everything in 2D, so technically everything's a PNG. Or a GIF, or a JPEG. It's lots of compression. Wait, so it was a Hollowness seal. I thought that was... Ah, okay, so here's the whole map thing that Robert was mentioning. Oh, there's a mask there. Tuxedo Mask? I don't even know who Tuxedo Mask is. Oh! So, that's the locations of two of the gods, I imagine. Okay. So there's the one who's in their tower. And that's... So the hunter isn't... Oh, that... Yeah, no, the hunter's higher up, but... Maybe the hunter is a miniature. But again, How do I get out of here? Rattling the bars of my cage. Let me out. Let me out. Despite all my rage, I am still just a bug in a cage. Okay. I mean, ooh, I wonder, what if I hit the dream area where I killed the dream knight? Let me leave. How do I proceed? Truly the ways of Hollow Knight. Yup. Okay, that ain't it. Cursed are those who turn against the king. Be fair though, if you want both the index and element in Python, you have to write for I, Ian enumerate my list. So it's only really the name of the function that differs. Okay. It has been, I think, like 7 years since I've done any significant amount of Python. I did a little bit for doing some like quantum computing futzing around, but not a whole lot. Okay, so there is a stag station, but I don't see a bell that we can use to summon it. I wonder if we'll... Oh, I wonder if hitting it with our dream nail. Got that. Just hit everything with the dream nail. Dream nail solves all the world's problems. It's so dreamy. So we can rest here. Oh. I am probably the smartest person alive and never do anything very stupid and make mistakes. No, 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 no. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I was expecting the lever to allow me to, like, press up to interact with it. So what the pairs function does is return all indexes in a table paired with its corresponding value. Ah, so it returns, you know, if you've got an array that's like 2, 5, 6, and you're like, show me where 6 is, it would say it's 6, 3, or 6 at 3, or the other way around. Hollownest's great capital is what most of you brave types come to see, thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose. It must be brimming with them. City's right. We've already heard him say that. I'd be a rich bug, but that could return... It'd be a rich bug. It'd be a rich bug that could return with even a fraction of the wealth inside. Despite my age, I've only seen a few who've managed it. Must say something of the dangers about its streets. Okay. We like Elderbug. He's just very chill, even if he repeats himself sometimes. Love how this entire world is actually just someone's armpit. Pardon? I mean, I'm willing to believe it, except for the fact there's a lot of rock. That would be some mighty strong calcification going on. Ah yes, definitely spoilers. Man, in Infinity War, did you see that thing with the pig, the pineapple, and the watermelon? Damn. Table is basically the only data structure Lua has, so you use tables for everything. Fair. Ah, okay, so we can get a map of the resting grounds. Okay. Bye. All the maps. Ronifer has been telling me about these strange whispering roots he's been seeing. Made some pins so you can record their locations yourself. Oh. I don't even know what these are. Well, oh wait, oh, the Whispering Roots are the dream ones, aren't they? The Warriors' Tombs, or Warriors' Graves, I'm guessing that's going to be more of the fights of folks who betrayed the king. Are we the king? Are we Elvis? Oh, hey! Gravedigger. Another wielding a weapon. I suppose you'll be leaving many a corpse in your wake. You won't spare thought for the dead, at least consider all the extra work you force upon those in my profession. I do consider that. Do as you will, little wanderer. Cut a path towards your goal. I shouldn't complain. It's your kind that keeps folks like me in business. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, I'm helping you refine your craft. Anyway, just put 10 bucks into stock market. It's plummeted in the last 3 minutes, and now it's worth like fractions of a cent. That's yep, that's the stock market. Sounds about right. I'm someone who very much understands why stocks are important for outpacing inflation, and will probably have a hard time ever putting money into the stock market. Average stock market funny? Yeah. Draw. I want to go back to the Queen's Station and see, because there's a last mask shard in there, I think. And now that we can, like, do wall jumps, that should be more attainable. You remember when you could actively invest in the Taliban? I'm unsurprised, because that was... I mean, wasn't that a pretty big US military venture back in, like, what, the 70s or 80s? Am I completely off base on the timing? But I remember that the US funded them, which... Dear Lord. There's also an iPairs function, which is designed to work with tables where the keys are sequential numbers starting at 1, and it returns all elements in order. I'm pretty sure pairs isn't deterministic in ordering the elements. Huh. But it works for sparse tables. Oh, not having necessarily the order? That's potentially problematic. US did fund them? Yeah. So I'm assuming there was, like, basically war bonds. How did stock plummet by around 22,727%? I mean, stock is based on a lot of sentimentality. All I want in life is to float. If you could float, your life would be complete. Floating would be nice. Oh my god, we have to do all that again? No. How hash tables are in any language? Oh! Sorry, I didn't realize. Yes, hash tables are that way, because they're chaining particular memory addresses. Yeah, being able to float would be pretty sick. I don't know if that's all I want in life, but that would be very, very lovely. Just being able to... Okay, I will admit, I'm still living in my childhood bedroom for the time being because the rent's good. I'm working with some folks to figure out moving out, but I sleep in a bunk bed. And I sleep in a bunk bed because it fills a very, like, basic urge to me of be above ground safe. And I feel like floating would be fantastic for that. No! Someone in your city once put $5 into a stock and overnight it went up 200,000%, so he became a millionaire? My god. Sleep in a sleeping bag because you don't know? Those sound... I think I've seen some stuff where it's like a little... It's kind of like a weighted blanket cocoon, which seems nice. So I have pairs for tables with ordered indexes and pairs for every table. Okay. Oh my god, that was really sad. Just walked right in there. My jumps are not smooth. Pairs are nice. No, I do... Okay, I did a stock market game at one point. This is going greatly? Very. In school, we did a stock market game, and I was very sad because, there was a really stupid, like, cryptocurrency that was coming out that I'm like, oh, I wanna short sell this because this is going to absolutely crash. And I will say, it did. It went down by, like, 4 times because it ballooned because of crypto speculation, and then immediately everyone went, why is this company releasing a cryptocurrency? That's really stupid, and it plummeted. And I wanted to short in our stock market game, and I was told by my teacher that he wasn't going to turn on shorting in the game because it would be an unfair advantage for the people who didn't understand it. And I will say, I really liked that teacher. He was overall very fantastic, but in my opinion, I think a stock market game where you are eliminating the very stupid things that people are allowed to do without you understanding it, is not a very accurate representation of the stock market. People might think that they actually have control over it and can beat the, you know, massive stock trading algorithms that are built as close as possible to, you know, the stock exchanges to reduce latency. Okay, we did it. Oh, I have 6 hearts now. Yo! I'm like triple Doctor Who. I will die slightly less slowly now. Okay, so Mantis Village had a thing. Let's go check that out. Grind the stock market. Truly a pro stalker. You're back, but you have to go soon because you have school tomorrow? That's alright. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. We're just kind of noodling around in some of the areas we've already been. Pardon the pun. Noodle. Because we've got a whole lot more jumping now, and we've unlocked a dream nail, which I still don't know everything that's gonna let us do. Oh, and I think we met some gods? We'll find out. Well, hope you enjoy for a little bit and then get some good rest before school. Yeah, school is for losers, but no, actually, it's really good. No, school very important. Highly recommend. Even if it is sometimes a very frustrating slog that feels like it gets in the way of your education. Look at that! I'm still at full health, basically. Yeah, no, it's... I have respect for people who are willing to do a bunch of research and do well in the stock market, but from what I have seen, the chances of that working out well are not in one's favor. I guess it's similar to like the way I respect people who do like card counting in casinos and whatnot. Hate school, but everyone hates school because it's so boring. Yep. Well, the worst part is it really shouldn't be as boring as it often ends up being. And you sometimes get good teachers that make it less boring. I mean, learning, a fantastic, fun experience. Public education system teaching you to be a little corporate worker drone, less so. I love the principle of school, and I've always hated the practice, which is part of why I'm like, the two career paths that I think are most likely for me as a sort of long-term sustainable thing, librarian or teacher. I think a school librarian I would do fantastically at. Combine both. So yeah, let's get down to the Mantis Village. Let me connect people with resources. This is what I enjoy and am often at least somewhat good at in life. Boom, ba-da-bum. When did I get 6 lives? Literally like right before you popped in. We've been collecting mask shards. And we collected the last one that required some very goofy jumping. Love the practice of school. You show up, do your work, and go home and study the work, and that's it. Well, yeah. This is fair. I much prefer... The workflow of school is a lot easier than actual real-life work. It makes a lot more internal sense. However, it's also not great practice for what you actually end up doing, so wish it was perhaps a little more out there. So that you don't graduate and then suddenly panic going, I don't know how to do anything, even though I'm probably actually a competent individual. This is terrible. Waha! There we go. The little balloon noises are kind of horrific because they make me smile. Murder, but fun. Uh-oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. I was not expecting that much acid. Over here, in order to even get your diploma, you need to actually work somewhere for a good 6 months. Oh, that seems fantastic. I currently have, well, I would say probably only 3 months of proper work experience, in retail. Although I've done some fairly professional volunteer work before that, and I did have a professional internship, but I don't know, it's an internship, not a... an internship, not a job proper. Oh, no, 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 no. Can we deflect those? Or does just blows them up? Ah! Okay. What if we don't attack that thing? They set you up with a job that you find interesting and that you want to do later in life, and you just genuinely work like a working person. Yeah, why can't we do that? That seems like a fantastic idea. Wow. Yeah, ooh, hey, we found a grub! But no, that seems absolutely fantastic, and I really wish that would happen, here in the States. Ah! Okay, maybe that's a bad idea. I thought I was going towards the Mantis Village, but I think instead I just went towards mistakes. I very much went towards mistakes. Oh dear God. Okay. Okay. Well, so our shade is down there, so we need to go... I gotcha. Oh, so that doesn't connect through the Mantis Village. Never mind. Never mind. Here's something fun. Your hashtag myTable in Lua returns the highest index in a table, which is meant to give you the size of the table. That works for tables that start with index 1 and sequential indexes, but if you have a table that looks like 1A, 2B, 4C, then myTable will return 4, which is a behavior that can lead you to get the wrong number if you're trying to get the size of a table. That sounds miserable. Why? It's called stage over here. I did 1 year of college and then did 6 months of stage at a psychiatrist's office. Obviously, as I was still a student, they went kind of easy on you at the beginning, but it was really fun and just educational. Of course, it helped in financing your actual education. Yeah, I will say that is one other thing that really kind of sucks. A lot of stuff in the state. So, as part of college, I did do, again, it was more of a volunteer thing, but there was a course credit for either working or volunteering at a psych organization. I did mine at a GED tutoring place because it was working with specifically at-risk children, which was a fantastic experience. I still actually do like an hour a day with some of the folks. But a lot of times when there is like actual formal work experience in education, which typically only happens in college if at all, a lot of times it's not paid. Even places where you would normally probably get paid for your work, they basically go, oh, well, you're an intern, so it's unpaid labor, which is really terrible. Can't get the size of a table any other way unless you make your own function that loops through all elements in a table and increments a counter. That's really poor design. Knowing the size of a table is kind of important. Because, like, how do you iterate through the entire table, but you don't have like for I do until it reaches the table size. No, I've got a friend who's going into the education field and thought they were going to get paid for their I guess it's not a residency, but for doing their work. Paid a student loan, which is 50% of the minimum wage. Wait, but if it's a loan, you have to pay it back? Ah! 53% as of 3 weeks ago. I don't know, but I have a friend who's basically trying to get into education and has to do some work as part of that, and it's not paid, which is absolutely terrible, because they have not been able to do hardly anything in life for the past 2 months, because they're having to do that during the day, and then at night try their utmost to work like various gig jobs just to pay their rent, which is so sad. This brings you to another fun thing. You can't write x++ or x plus equals 1. It has to be x equals x plus 1. You're not really selling me on Lua here. Pardon. This seems horrific. Why? Only have to pay it back if you don't impress the people you're working at. If you don't do well enough, then it's fine, you can still just complete your school diploma, but you'll have to pay your earned money back, which is kind of weird. Yeah, that is fairly strange. Okay. So, you do get some amount of pay, but it's contingent. I guess I kind of understand it, because you're asking employers to basically be willing to take completely untested people, but that's weird for teaching people how it's kind of supposed to work, right? I mean, the general principle seems a good one. But as with pretty much everything, there's always going to be implementation questions, no matter where you are in the world. I think this goes through to Mantis Village? One more strange thing with the concatenation with strings, combining two strings doesn't use a plus or something, it uses double periods. Huh! Oh right, so we can't jump high enough there. Okay. As you said, my table will work if the index starts at index 1 and is indexed sequentially, which is most tables. You just have to be aware of that quirk, of how it works, so you don't use it in the wrong type of table. This is fair. It's still, I don't know. It that feels like the type of bug that you would end up hunting for hours on very frequently. Because you would be used to the what I would consider a normal internal logic. Okay, now we're in the Mantis Village. So where is that dream thing? Somewhere in here. Alright, the terrifying manti. Mantises? Mantici. Ah! No, don't fight multiple at once. Can I actually hit an enemy with the dream nail? Ah! Apparently, if you can, it's difficult. I mean, official people from your college do come by to check up on you every week or so, and disallows the company you're working at to lie and say you're not working, that you're not good enough, and with its weekly visit you can actually, like, get good advice as to whether to keep accepting student loans or not. Gotcha! Basically, school is weirdo. Fair. No matter where you go. Lua is very idiosyncratic, but its simplicity makes it very fun to write. Okay. I don't know, because I've done so much web dev, I've gotten, like, way too used to JavaScript these days. Although it's funny because I still have, like, some of my habits from writing in normal Java, so I forget what JavaScript can and can't do. There's another mantis. Yay, healing up. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, you are not friend. You would be a friend if you simply laid down to die for me. Like all good friends do. Hey friend, wanna help me bury a body? Great, I need to practice on yours. Aha, we can jump up there. And so there's a lever, there's spikes. Is that something we can get through, maybe? Ah! Run away! Run away from the mantis. Lies. Kill the mantis. Okay. Where is... Where be ye dream tree? The tree o' dreams. Okay, so there's the spikes that can get through to the lever. Whoops. Too late, too early. Probably not great to do it on this low of health, but okay. So we'll wait on that. I don't think that's where the dream tree is. Do 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 do. I had two health. This is not plenty for the likes of me. Okay. Also, C is the only way to get the number of items in an array. Also in C, the only way to get the number of items in an array is to divide the amount of space it takes by the memory of individual elements. Yeah, there's also a reason why I don't use C. I've occasionally done a bit of C# and C++, but... my god. I guess I have also done a little bit of, like, assembly language, but that was for a very specific class. Okay, so we've already been in here, we've hit this lever. So, further to the right. We do have 3 health now. Johan, what? Why doth thou summon me? Check Discord? Oh dear. Sure. A TikTok video? Aw, I'm awesome sauce. I'll watch the rest of it later. Catfish. I don't know the music copyright. And just because people get away with it on TikTok. The saucy awesome. Love catfish so much. Catfish are pretty great. Oh my god. Well, I am making sauce right now, apparently. Good old acid and bug sauce. I guess let's go to that bench. Oh wait, no, we can't go to that bench down there. Walk straight into acid. Yep. Look, man, I can't abide compliments. They make me literally melt. But no, catfish are adorable. It's part of why, while I love the concept of noodling, I'm not sure I would want to, because I like catfish. I would feel bad noodling them. Are you familiar with noodling? Once, I wrote, like, one program in C once with a tutorial and got a segmentation fault error. Oh god. That's reminding me of when I worked with Arduino for doing some, like, Raspberry Pi stuff. Had a robotics class, and the teacher was like, well, you've already worked through all of the content that I had prepared for this semester in the first 2 weeks of class. So I bought these Redbot kits, which will hopefully be something that we use in class, but I haven't been able to figure out, you know, taking them apart and, actually, you know, working with the kits. So, maybe you can work on that as a project. So I did. Me and the kid I had been partnered with, he figured out all of the hardware, getting that put together, and I figured out all of the software. And man, every Arduino tutorial that I looked at had some sort of error with it. So it was really hard to figure out where to start, because yeah, all of the tutorials were borked. A low right percent speedrun of Hollow Knight? What's a low right percent? I did hear that there are some speedruns where you, like, break up acquiring the different directions of your dash. So, like, instead of just unlocking dash, you unlock dash to the right and such. Speedrun with the least amount of right presses. Oh no. That seems tricksy. That is very specific. Yeah. Why is that its own category? I'm curious. Like, why is it specifically right presses that are of interest? Because, I mean, this is a map that feels very overall exploratory. It's funny just because of that. I mean, fair. I was curious if there was something that made right make any more sense than a low left. Also, hold on. My shade used to take 2 hits. Why does it take 3 hits now? My nail is stronger, but so am I, and so now the shade that lives within me is more powerful, question mark? Maybe? So I guess the Dream Tree is above the Mantis Village. Okay. I think some guy did it once and now people do it. That's honestly fantastic. We love people being trendsetters of very goofy trends. Reminds me of you. Low percent runs of any game are always hilarious. That's fair. Speedruns are a very fascinating thing that I have never been, like, particularly into, but I'm fascinated by the things people do with them. It's such a fascinating human experience of, well, what can I do? I've played this game enough, but I still like the game. So how do I make a game within the game? Enemies go stronger. I can't really tell you how or why, but they grow stronger without spoiling. Yep. Oh no, I believe this, but it's just, I'm intrigued now that my shade, this thing that is presumably part of me, is now also tougher. So I get stronger. but recovering from my death also gets harder. I'm doing fantastic with this. Okay. But these enemies got softer, which we like. We like our bugs soft and chewy. Bench! Yay! Whew! We like bench. Okay, fine. Let's go off to the left. I say, being terrified of what's off to the left. What happens every time I die? Death. Also, don't use bang to mean not. Lua uses tilde? What? Hello, weird little nervous bug. Death and... taxes? Oh. I see. There's a tax upon our death. Like The Witness, where you go on like a 5-minute walk across the entire island at the end of the run. You solve 4 less puzzles. Huh. Just run by it. Oh, is this another statue? Dash Master. What are all of these things I'm finding? I'm sorry I have to murder you little guys. Where? Where? I'm sorry. It's mandatory that I fill enough corpses in my journal. Stop jumping. Or that one Zelda one. Waha! God, I'm a horrible person, aren't I? I think the speedrunning community that I know the most about is this, like, weird little, Hobbit game. Because, Charlie Moist Critical did a video on it at one point that I watched, and it was fascinating. Where you just stare at a jewel for, like, 5 hours? The any percent takes, like, 30 minutes, and the low percent takes 6 hours. Wonky! So it's just, like, a very specific speedrun skip that I'm guessing relies on, like, a memory buffer error or something. Okay, can we actually get up here? No! If for no other reason, you should learn Lua because it's different from anything else I've ever used. Maybe, but also if I'm not going to use it. Ah! Damn it! I really want to climb there. There's a crying bug. I want to go comfort it. We're gonna get this. I say, getting even worse. I mean, it is sometimes fun to just, like, learn a language. I've got a couple of friends who are, like, math majors. Make a game in love. What's in love? Sugar, spice, and everything nice. No, I have some friends that are math majors and have to learn, like, R and, I guess LaTeX isn't really a programming language, but there have been a few times where they've had to use some sort of, math-specific coding language. I'm like, well, I don't know the math you're doing, and I don't know this language, but sure, I will take a look and try and help you understand how to read the docs. It's fun trying to learn how to make R execute a file. No! Okay, I guess that's probably just not feasible. Get an item link. If you get an item, Link just looks at it, and you have to press something on your controller to continue, but the animation for when Link looks at something pushes you back 1 pixel every, like, 14 seconds. So if you grab a rupee and stare at it for, like, 6 hours, you go through a wall which allows you to skip, like, 90% of the game. Oh my god. Love is a framework for writing games in Lua. Ah, okay. I'm so sad that we can't get to the little crying guy. There's gotta be something, but we might need to go- oh, wait. Can we just go up? Okay, no, that isn't an area. So, we might have to go around the other way to get there. Lua to you sounds like something you don't want to learn about. That's reasonable. Look up either Love Framework or just Love 2D if you want to find it so big. Oh, I have heard Love 2D. Okay, so we're down here. We've now seen... oh, wait. I can fill this in and see if it connects through. It doesn't connect through. Well, fine. We'll give it, like, 3 more shots. It's getting late. You're going? Alright. Thanks for hanging out, Noodle. It's been fun. Hope you get some good rest and kick some butt at school tomorrow. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-dum, boom. Oh god, we have to murder them all again. No, no, no. Not again. Not again! When will my journal fill? Alright, no worries. I'm also honestly going to be going soon. Because shorter stream today. The mushrooms deserve death, but they make funky little noises. How do you love catfish but not the funky little mushroom guys? So I jumped to there, but I can't jump on it? Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump, jump, jump on it. Ooh, okay. 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 Ha 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 ha! Look at how skilled I am. Oh no, 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 no. Not today, not like this. Love2D, the name of the website basically, and what everyone calls the framework, but its proper name is Love, stylized that way, with the umlaut over the O. Love. The mushrooms are annoying? Oh, I love them. They just funky little guys. We have different taste in enemies to slaughter, I guess. No, dear. They're always in annoying spots? That's fair. Okay, come on, Johan. You're better than this. Got 2 more hearts. Aha! No! We're gonna try this. We've got this. We know it's doable. Okay. No! Technically a diaresis, not an umlaut. This is fair. But in the context I'm used to it being in. You forgot about that Celeste thing? Wait, there's also that one Celeste speedrun low grab percent where you need to hit the grab button the least amount of times possible. There's also this glitch that makes spikes just not work if you wait long enough, that being 118 hours, which results in the first place speedrun of 476 hours. Oh my god. That is some kind of ridiculous endurance. When the concept of a speedrun becomes so divorced from what one would think a speedrun is, that is absolutely fantastic. 3-week-long speedrun, yeah. Well, I guess heal my soul by murdering funky little fungus guys. We've got this. I believe in us. We do such good murders. And we can jump so good. So I gotta wait a little longer. I can't just, like, spam. Okay. Oh, it needed to be C. Did I tell you something important to you? Okay. Ah! Bom, bop, ba, bo. Johan? Yeah? That is my name. But there's a period. Johan, that's it? Aw. I'm important to you. Yay. The period was terrifying. That means people are angry with you. I'm learning online speak. Oh. I'm really glad that we've got this little community going. I'm going to be very sad when I have to, like, be streaming more in, like, evenings, probably, when I have an actual job, but because I don't know timing-wise how that will work out, but I will definitely try and stream at least, like, once per week, midday on the weekends, hopefully. So, we will figure something out, but it's super cool that we've got so many folks that all get to hang out here. I'm glad y'all have fun. Well, at least I noped out properly there. Ooh! Damn it. Umlaut refers to a specific type of vowel sound change in German. Diaresis is the name of the diacritic that looks like 2 dots above a letter. That just happens to be used in German to represent an umlaut. This is very fair. Ruin your sleep schedule for Johan streams? No, please don't. Johan has already ruined his own sleep schedule enough, and it is not a good thing. I think healthy sleep is honestly, like, beyond probably looking into antidepressants. I think sleeping better is probably one of the best things I can do for my mental health. Many languages use the same diacritic for things other than an umlaut. Yeah. No, as I'm aware that diacritic marks are often used by multiple languages. It's just I forget that that one is used other things. No, I don't think it's too much about that because like language is a really cool and important thing. It's just I'm used to it in a specific context and I forgot. Oh, okay. Oh, phew. We can go back through there. Hello, little dude. I worked very hard. Oh, please, don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh, who are you? Your face, you're so... I'm sorry, I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. Hello, Bretta. You came here to rescue me. Bretta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Absolutely. Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all that way down here to rescue me. I didn't think that anybody... Sorry, I mean, thank you. I mean, I'd better go. Back to town, I mean. I'd better get home. Aw, well, I'm glad we found her. Thank you. Okay. So, maybe she'll show up in town. Yay! Oh, now I'm very happy that we spent all that time on that. Helping the little lost folks. Hey, welcome in, Pitta. How's it going? Bretta will murder me in cold blood, but she seems so sweet. I guess it is always the quiet ones, isn't it? Let's find like one more small goal before we wrap up. No idea, don't remember? Are you telling me that you forgot? You forgot about Bretta? How dare you? Everyone forgets her. Yesterday you beat the extended Seasides mod and then beat the 2C mod. I'm guessing those are Funky Celeste ones because I remember you talking about very Funky Celeste mods that had the name C. Sorry you forgot Bretta is forgettable? No! See, I will remember Bretta. I actually, because I... when watching My Hero Academia with a friend, I was told that Hagakure, the invisible girl, was like frequently forgotten because she's invisible. I went, this cannot abide. So I put her birthday in my Google Calendar. In a week, I will ask you about Bretta and see if you remember. I'm sure that I will. I'm going to work so hard on that. In words like linguica and sequestro, Portuguese used it for a phenomenon we call a trema, which is when the letter U, rather than a vowel sound, is used for a consonant semi-vowel W sound. So, linguica and sequestro. So when it's the sort of like QU, that forms a W. The Extended Seasides mod asks, what if the C-sides were actually structured like the B-sides? I don't know what the C-sides are. Okay, so... Whoops! So they have many more rooms, actually explore all the mechanics of the level, and have cassette block rooms at the end of each one. Oh, cool. I do not know those, but it sounds like it adds a lot of fun things to mess around with, which is important. No, okay. Phew. Womp 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 womp. Okay. Last little goal. Let's see if we can find that tree in the Mantis Village. That's what we came down here to do, so let's see if we can do that before end of stream. Whoa! There we go. We're living, we're thriving. We're striving. The 2C mod. Gonna go, alright, thanks for hanging out, Aya. Or, God, Alyssa, why is my brain doing that? That's twice that I've called people the wrong name. I am so sorry. I'm trying too hard to remember Bretta, apparently. Johannesburg? Well, yeah, I mean, no, that was definitely intentional because you misspelled my name. Oh, have a good one, Aya. God, why? Good one, Alyssa. I'm going to go die in a corner. Jesus. Thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry that I keep calling you a different person. It is cute, but no, I think it's because, I think it might be because it's got an A and a Y in it, but no, because I'm thinking Ayacat is apparently mechanically programmed for saying goodbye. It's yours now, stealing it from Aya? Oh no. Believe it was in 2008, so you had already learned to write the words that way. Wow. So I would have to see the seasides? Ha ha ha. Very nice. Terribly delightful pun, Pitta. You seem very good at those. In fact, I think you should be sent to a penitentiary. Get it? It's like penitentiary. Oh, you evil, evil mantis! Waiting for me. There we go. Goodness. Very rude. I come into your home and instead of hospitality, I receive stabs because I just start stabbing things? Actually, in fairness, I did approach the first mantis I ever came across and thought it might be a friend. So, they started this war and I'm going to end it. I guess. Okay. We're going up, 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 do, up, up, up. So, because the dream tree was in the chamber above. So now we're in the chamber above. Ah! I walked right by that several times. Okay. So now let us collect, and that will be the stream. I assume this isn't on a timer. We have come to collect. We are the Spanish IRS. Yeah, this was a shorter stream, unfortunately, Pitta. So, because got started kind of late because of my sleep. Whoop! Oh no 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 no! Don't die. Do not die. Also love that every English speaker seems to think that sounds like ch. It's actually an S sound like French. Well, okay. I'd seen that, and I know that like facade or acai. Well, that's I thought that because I know that's acai, and I know that in like a Brazilian context, which Brazil speaks Portuguese. But I thought I had a vague memory of someone showing off that sound and told me it was pronounced like ch. We'll sleep my Johan schedule for ruin stream. Wait, you're going to sleep on my schedule to ruin the stream? How does one accomplish that? Okay, we have collected. We will return to the bench and call it a day. Your Baba Rendera? Baba renders? I'll have to take a look at them when we are done. Wait, how do I get out of here? Up and to the right, okay. Ha ha ha. Well, not in Portuguese. Not in Portuguese? Wait. Why would you rend Baba? Because Baba's so rendable. I mean, he's just like a little blob. You gotta see what's inside. Wait, so it's not like that in Portuguese? Or I thought we were talking about I am confused. But I'm like confused 90% of my life, so that's nothing too new. Woo! No, not another bomb! Oh, in Portuguese it isn't ever CH, yeah, okay. That's, for some reason I had it indexed in my head that someone had corrected me on that, but very, very, very likely wrong. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 bow. Damn it. Well, at least this is a quick one to retrieve. We will retrieve our shade. You can see what's inside Baba by reading, based on what Baba has. I mean, I suppose. Oh, wait, no, this isn't a quick retrieval because we're all the way down here. Oh, we'll get there, I believe. I believe in Steve. I've been another English speaker who doesn't know how Portuguese works? Possibly. Man, I don't know why my brain's braining that way, but oh well. Thing is, you can see some of what's inside Baba by reading, but we've never actually, like... If you were going to make a Baba chuck roast, what would you see inside? Like, what's Baba's bone structure? What kind of fat lines does Baba have? I need to take Baba to a professional butcher and learn how to best prepare Baba. Because also, think about it, Baba could solve world hunger. We had this conversation about, like, you know, doing that with cake, but think about just Baba is more. Always more Baba to consume. If Johan and Johan has Baba and Baba, there are 4 Babas just sitting there inside you, waiting for you to die. Hey, that's already the relationship I have to my skeleton. I know it's in there, it's just waiting for me to give up the ghost. Wants to make use of not my meat suit, it wants to be free. My bones strain and yearn against their cage of meat. I am all that holds them back from their megalomaniacal goals. And guess what? You probably have one inside you too. And speaking of skeletons, something that lives rent-free inside my head is the concept of, you know, there's wooden coffins, and a friend pointed out, bones tend to decompose far later than, you know, the rest of a body. Do you think that during an earthquake, all the bones just go rattle, rattle, rattle in their coffins? I think about that at odd periods of time sometimes. And it makes me happy, just thinking of the little ground maracas. Baba is a sheep. So they just have whatever sheep have inside. Well, I thought Baba was a sheep, but I was also told that Baba was canonically not a sheep, so it's not just mutton. That's why the game is called Baba is You. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Baba is a Baba. Having living creatures inside you. Well, we also have plenty of those. Have you not watched Cells at Work? Do you not think about the, like, large quantities of bacteria that just exist? Come on, Pitta. Think about the colonies that are living on and amongst you. They are important multitudes. Me. Ooh, look, money. Also me. Right, they have a bomb. Mwom, wom, wom, wom. No, I mean, humans really are just a kind of living ecosystem, and we pretend that we're an actual single thing. It's very funny. We're very funky little creatures. 100% stole that joke? Even if you stole that joke, I appreciate the confidence in actually pulling it off. Also, I feel like a significant portion of comedy is simply stolen. I'm going to talk about how they're kicking with their legs at your insides and realize that's just pregnancy. Yeah, that's honestly... Like, most of the gals that I know are, like, very much not a fan of becoming mothers at some point in life, and I highly respect that. Growing a whole nother human inside you sounds like a strange experience. Don't remember from whom, though, some YouTuber who reviewed the game. Understandable. I think that's one of those jokes that, like, probably gets independently developed several times, because I remember when I was first playing Baba as You, I was like, oh, Baba, it must be a sheep. I didn't, the ew part, the you, I did not process. Anyway, if Baba doesn't have anything, then Baba is just hollow inside. Is Baba the Hollow Knight? Mayhaps? But yeah, thank y'all for watching. We're gonna wrap this up a little early. We've done some good things in Hollow Knight. We have discovered a lot of new notches that I haven't even explored. We'll need to look at that. And we found out about the Dreamers, and I think may have found the boss battles we need to fight, the seals that we need to break. We'll find out, I guess. Unlike the Hollow Knight, who is ironically not hollow in the slightest. Well, don't say too much, because I don't know. No spoilers. By renders, you mean like Baba is about to pull the trigger. Oh, that's what it is. I did not, gotcha. I didn't know those were Baba renders. Yes, I have been enjoying those. I do enjoy being Baba ruled about when I'm showing up. Just needed to do Baba is wake, or Baba is motivated. But yeah, thank y'all. It's been a blast. full of shiitake mushrooms. There we go. But yes, thank y'all for hanging out. No, it's been short, but it's been sweet. So, had a fun time. Hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. And tomorrow, we are going to be back probably with mostly free rice. It's going to be a lot of trivia because I feel like doing that tomorrow. It's World Food Hunger Day. World Hunger Day. So, I'm going to be doing some trivia on a website that I grew up doing a lot of stuff with. And I'll share a link so that y'all can join in. But yeah, thank y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.